The Nintendo Switch 2 has officially got its first trailer from Nintendo, so let's react to it. Now, I'm not going to be doing a raw reaction video. I think those are very phony and fake these days. I would rather just talk to you like an adult and not pretend like I'm looking at the trailer for the very first time. I'm sorry if that's controversial, I'm going to be honest. Now, outside of the console, we actually got the first announced Nintendo Switch 2 game, so we'll also be talking about that in this video. Now, first things first is the console's name. It's just called the Nintendo Switch 2, which I know some people find a little bit boring, but I would rather them do that than what they did with the Wii U, which was just a terrible name that didn't even tell consumers that it was a brand new console. Like, most people thought that the Wii U wasn't even a new console. They thought it was just a secondary controller that you could buy for the Wii. Terrible name. The Nintendo Switch 2 is a great, simple name. PlayStation does it like this, and I like the way that PlayStation does it. Now, as far as the console design goes, I actually really like it. It's more rounded with its edges. It's sleek. I like the brand new stand on the back that is much bigger than the original Switch. The first one had a stand that was basically unusable. I mean, you could use it, but if the surface wasn't perfectly level, it would just fall over. Bad design. They upgraded it in a way that it needed to be upgraded. Let's be real. Now, my only nitpick with the design is that I don't really like how the Joy-Cons have two separate colors, but at the same time, I'm sure that this is something that will be fixed with different options for what you can choose for a color. I'm really just looking for a thing to complain about here, to be honest. It's not a big deal. It's just not what I would design personally when it comes to color combinations. The other thing that I found kind of interesting is that the controllers will no longer slide down. They will just, be inserted from the side, which I really don't have an opinion on that. I just thought that was kind of interesting considering they made such a big deal about the first consoles switching down. That was the entire sound effect that they associated with the console. It's just kind of interesting to see them abandon that design, but I'm sure there's a reason they did that, right? Now let's talk about the new game that was shown in this trailer. We didn't get to see much of it, but boy oh boy was I happy to see a new Mario Kart. It has been so long. We have been playing Mario Kart 8, what feels like for decades now. And don't get me wrong, Mario Kart 8 was great. I'm just very happy to see a new game. And from the very short clip we saw, it looks like we're getting a brand new awesome Yoshi desert stage that reminds me a lot of the desert stage in the Mario Kart 64 on the Nintendo 64, and as that's one of my favorite Mario Karts, that made me very happy. And the biggest news about the newest Mario Kart game is that if you look at the starting line, there are 24 race slots, which means most likely that means we're going to be racing with 24 other people at the same time. Now, that has never happened before with Mario Kart. I don't know if it was hardware limitations or what. Maybe it's because it's going to be super chaotic, and that does sound super chaotic. But at the same time, the chaotic nature of Mario Kart is what we love about it, right? If we wanted a normal racing game, we wouldn't be playing Kart Racer. Now, it's also possible that the 24 race mode is just a separate game mode and not the main core story mode. We're just going to have to wait and see for new information. The also big news here is that it's coming out this year. 2025 will have the Nintendo Switch 2. We also found out that we're getting a Nintendo Switch 2 Direct in not that many months, and that is just exciting. So, yeah, those are my basic thoughts on the console. If there's something in the trailer that I missed that you feel like is important, or you're just excited about the console, please let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to talk about it. I love talking about the hype surrounding brand new consoles. It's one of the amazing feelings you get covering video game consoles. We don't have these things happen that often, so when we do, we should celebrate it. So hit that like and subscribe button if you feel like it, and until next time, peace.